So haul videos have bags in apparently, and it just so happened I had to go pick up a load of stuff for my prescription today. We have a bag for our haul video. How fantastic and officially done is that? Totally wasn't planned at all. Yeah. So as part of Diabetes Week, which is being run by Diabetes UK, we have the hashtag diabetesandme. I'm making a bunch of videos on my channel all about life with diabetes, quite literally diabetes and me. And today it's a haul video about all of my diabetic equipment and all of the medication I take, because there's a lot of stuff that I carry around with me. So I guess the easiest place to start would be with my 2 insulin pens. This one is one that I take 3 times a day, which is one with each meal. And this is a cartridge pen, which I used to have pre-filled ones, but then my insulin changed. So the actual insulin is in one of these little cartridges, and then it just fits together like that in a snazzy little pen. And I've actually got 2 more of these. One is pink, which I'm dreading the day that I have to use, because I don't really like pink, but you kind of have to use one of these to give yourself the insulin, so needs, musts and all that. And this one is my background insulin, which absolutely stings. I made a post on Tumblr about how I was listening to Ed Sheeran's song Bloodstream, and it was something about chemicals burning, and I made a joke about that, and it got a lot of notes, and that's probably one of my proudest achievements. So this is my pre-filled one, so everything is already in the pen, and it's just like one whole unit rather than that one breaking down and being totally reusable. Once all of the insulin has gone out of this, the pen just goes away as a whole. So on the top of these pens I have one of these little disposable needles. They come in a box of 100. This is a proper haul video. You have to have all of the hauly description things. Apparently I don't know how haul videos work, I've never done one before. So there's a little paper thingy on there to obviously cover one end of the needle, so that just comes off and screws on the top of there. Once that is done, I have a very cool thing which cuts the needles off, so I don't poke myself accidentally with needles, and it's like a mini portable sharp spin. So I have a little bag filled with all of the needles rather than carrying around a big box all of the time, and all of this goes in my little diabetes case, which is signed by Frank Iero from Frank Iero and the Celebration, and also My Chemical Romance. We met him at Bristol and it was amazing. So this is my super cool little gadget, which cuts the ends of the needles off once I've used them, so it's a safe way of getting rid of like all of the sharp bits off them if I'm out and about and stuff, because if I'm just at home I can unscrew it, put it straight in my sharp spin, whereas if I'm out there's nowhere I can really safely put that. So this holds a stupid amount of needles. I actually still have the one that I was using since I got diagnosed and when I got it in hospital, but I thought I lost it, so I had to order another one. But that one was still going strong after nearly a year and a half. So this is my new one, so it doesn't really make much of a noise because there's not really that many in there compared to the other one. So I'm getting better at this whole changing a talking topic thing. This is my sharp spin, which I keep at home and fill with all of the ends of needles and stuff. And once that's filled, that closes shut, which I won't do now, otherwise I won't be able to open it to actually be able to use it, and I'll have to get another one, and that'll be a disaster. But yeah, these get filled up all the way to here. You'd be surprised at how many needles will actually fit in this, how many blood strips, how many lancets. And then that gets shut, and then I take that over to the pharmacy and they get rid of it, and it's all good. It's all disposed of safely. So this is my brand new blood meter. I say brand new, I've had this about 2 months now, but this is the one that I'm using on a regular basis. The blood strips in this are a lot bigger than the other ones, and I can't open this pot. But they're huge, like compared to the little tiny ones I had before. This is like an essay. I don't know what I meant by that, but we'll go with it. So this one has a few extra features. So like it has a better way to like see all of my data. So all of the previous blood tests I've done, whereas the other one I had to just scroll through. The only thing I don't like about this one is it doesn't make a cuter sound like the little one did. That made a cool sound, and then it made testing my blood a bit more fun. This one is just like a little beep. So it's kind of lame. So the difference between this one and the little one is that this actually has the extra feature that it will take my blood sugar number, and I will put in a bunch of different factors. So if I'm doing sports with my archery one night and I'm doing my injection before I go to that, I can put a little exercise thing on there, and then it will reduce the amount of insulin that I need to give myself depending on what my blood sugar currently is, the amount of carbs that I'm going to have, and how like much exercise I'm going to do, because they have different rates for how like hardcore it's going to be, is the best way I can put it. And other things this will help me work out my ratios for and actual insulin doses is when I'm ill, if there's stress factors. They're all little settings on there, so I just add this into the little calculator type thing, and it magically works it all out and tells me what I need to inject, because it's magic. This also keeps track of how long my insulin has been acting for, so when I come around to doing another meal, if I've already still got some active insulin like going around inside me, it'll take that into account and think, hey, there's already some stuff here, we probably don't need to give as much, we'll take a little bit off to balance out the fact that you're about to do another injection. I told you there was a lot of maths involved. So as well as all of this stuff, I'll also carry around like a bag of jelly babies or glucose tablets with me just in case I drop low. On the note of glucose tablets, the tropical ones are the best, and if you try and argue with me on this, you'll regret it, because I will win. They are the absolute best ones. So there's your second instalment into Diabetes Week. Hopefully you're enjoying all this stuff and you've actually gone and had a look at whatever else people are making, because there's a lot of stuff going on Twitter. There's a lot of people writing blog posts and everything, and I think I've seen a few other YouTube videos that have been floating around.